I kind of want to see some of the responses in chat, but which group are you sending on a jet to Knoxville, Favre-esque, to go
I love
convince
that.
safety Harrison Smith to go put on his pads for one last ride in 2026? The options I gave earlier in the day were A, Justin Jefferson, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Josh Metellus. So in that group, you got your star wide receiver, the face of the franchise, Andrew Van Ginkel, who's a fan favorite at edge, and
Mm.
then you got his guy Josh Metellus in there, as well in the A group. In B, there's an argument to be made that the reason why Harrison Smith would come back is because of the starting quarterback, which I think is going to be Kyler Murray.
Hmm.
So that's going to be part of the reason why it changes his mind that, hey, I need to come back because Kyler Murray has told me, like, hey, we're ready to rock. We're going to do this thing, but I need you, Hitman.
Yeah.
And Jordan Addison, part of that group, again, one of the wide receivers that's going to come back that's played with Harry. And then, of course, one of your leaders on defense, Blake Cashman, a vet,
Hmm.
to kind of talk to him on the defensive side of the ball and convince him to come back. And then C, you got a budding star on the defensive side of the ball in Dallas Turner. You got your longtime captain, who's been probably the most consistent player other than Harrison Smith during Harrison Smith's time here in Brian O'Neill. And then another leader on the defensive team, and at least one of your highest played defensive players in Byron Murphy Jr. And just talking through this, and I know KW, you gave your answer earlier, but you want to talk about your answer and why?
Man, you got like the way you explained it, Steve, is making me second guess myself just a smidge here. Um, I went with A, simply because I think Justin Jefferson is the leader of the Minnesota Vikings. And I think if you are making a play for a guy to come back and be a part of your team, he's got to be in the mix. Like, he is our captain, he is our guy. Van Ginkel, I think, is very similar to his play style and just attitude on life that Harrison is. Super humble, super quiet. You don't hear a lot from him. And I think that Harrison would appreciate a voice like that speaking up. And then Joshua Metellus, I mean, to me, he's been the backbone of our defense. He's a leader. And so I think that those three would probably be my guys that I would want to send to convince. However, if I can make a trade for mine, I would trade Metellus for Brian O'Neill in there. I think you made a right point there with Brian O'Neill being just the backbone and the staple of our offensive line. For him to come to speak to Harrison would be a big thing. And so I'm going A, but you definitely made me think otherwise.